An exceptional writing staff, and Gaeta was one of the characters that writers tended to give interesting bits to, whether they were in the outlines or not. You would often read drafts, and there was always something for Gaeta, and Gaeta's, you outlined the arc of the character quite well. Gaeta, during New Caprica, we talked about him in the room as being, the quisling, the sort of, the flunky under Baltar, who saw him in sort of idealistic terms and was blind and all this and that. But really, as the drafts started to develop, as the writers sort of took those drafts and sort of embroidered on them, Gaeta became something greater than that. And from New Caprica forward, he became this much more complex character who had really sacrificed, who had really extended himself and put himself far out there for ideals that he believed in. And then I remember different discussions in the writers' room about, where we take that character, right?
Yeah. Well, the actor, too, has something to do with that. If Gary Berghoff in MASH had been responsible for coordinating an attack on the United States by the North Koreans, he would have gone radar. We had that option with this actor because he was so versatile, and he started out being sort of, Sulu. And by the end, he had really sort of evolved into this very multidimensional actor. And so, writers in the writers' room are inspired by and driven by, and at times sort of helped by what they see on screen and how they view their jobs can be made, if not easier, at least more interesting by what actors provide them. And AJ, as we call him, is an actor who, was reading off, jumble jargon and scientific coordinates, and yet there was something about him that made you go, wow, we can do something with that guy.
That's one of my favorite things to do, is to take a secondary or tertiary character and put them at the center. Nobody in real life is a supporting character. Everyone's the hero in their own story, so you tell those stories. And they're often the most interesting stories, characters you've never looked closely at before.
Being a character actor, I totally agree.
So I got to